Hello there and welcome to my channel. I've had lots of fun trying to set this up. I've had my first video to go now for well over 2 months, and this thing is the only thing I can get to work right now. I've lost various leads. I had a red version of one of these that was special for my microphone. Instead, I'm down to using this as a microphone. With my proper microphone, I wouldn't need this headset, so I wouldn't look like a Cyberman. But hey ho, there we go, we're here. Launching my channel with this video. I hope you're going to enjoy it. It's a little bit of a rant. My favourite time of the evening is when nobody's on the road, because I like driving with nobody on the road. COVID-19 has been a nice breath of fresh air for road users that have had to continue driving, because the roads have just been empty, no traffic jams, just smooth sailing, and we're all just starting to have to get used to people being on the road again. People who don't know how to drive, people who don't know what you're supposed to do on the road. Well, what follows is a little bit of that. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you. Something that's always fascinated me is methods of communication. There's so many ways that you can communicate with somebody, from a look on the face, a gesture of the hand, to verbally speaking the words. But even when you verbally speak the words, there's no guarantee that the person's going to understand different language, being able to even hear it. Where I work, we have people who don't speak very good English. And we have people who don't speak hardly any English at all. So that sometimes makes the methods of communication a little bit different for us. There are lots of hand gestures, there are lots of thumbs up and raise of the eyebrow and a nod in a direction, that kind of thing. And it can lead to some interesting conversations as well. I have one on a regular basis about whether or not it's time to turn the ovens off. And it's become a little bit of a standing joke about whether or not we turn the ovens off, because there's been many a time where it's been miscommunicated and the oven's been turned off when it was needed on, and where the oven's been left on and it needed to be turned off. Anyway, I digress here a little bit. When you're on the road, you have other methods of communication as well. In your car, you have your indicators to indicate that you're turning left and right. You have your brake lights to indicate that you're slowing down. Methods to communicate to other users on the road your intentions, what it is that you want to do. And right now, as I'm driving along, I'm in a 50-mile-an-hour zone, and this car has caught up with me. So they're obviously doing over 50 miles an hour, and they're basically sitting now behind me in the 50-mile-an-hour zone, just poodling along, which is all very nice. And we're kind of passing the cameras. And as we go round this bend, we're about to hit the last camera. And you've got a camera, and then you've got quite a bit of space before the actual 50-mile-an-hour zone ends. If you know the road, you go past that camera and you start to build up your speed. If you don't know the road, then you've got another bend to go before you realise that your speed limit's about to go up again. But those that know, this camera coming up, and it's just at the bottom here, by the sign at the bottom here, this camera, that's the end of the 50-mile-an-hour zone. So you make it past that camera, all's wonderful. So as I'm coming down here, this car's still behind me. There's no intention, there's no indicator to say that we're going to pull out. There's also just after this a junction, so it's possible, and I've had cars follow me at this point before, because they want to turn off right here, they want to go off here, and I'm obviously sitting in the left-hand lane like you're supposed to. I just want to point that out. This is where I'm supposed to be, no other cars on the road. And here he is now, look, taking over. So I'm thinking, okay, he knows the road's about to change speed limit, so he's building up his speed. Here comes the end of the 50-mile-an-hour zone. I'm still doing 50, I want to put. Here's the end of the 50-mile-an-hour zone. National speed limit, that's what them signs mean. So is he going to put his foot down? Well, we're going at about 60 now, and I'm now in one of them awkward positions. Do I pull out and overtake him? Do I stay on the inside and undertake him? He's just sat behind me, just overtook me. It'd be a bit rude, don't you think? But I don't want to go at 60. It's national speed limit. I want to go at 70. I'm undertaking. Why sit in the middle lane? Why did he not overtake and pull in? What was the purpose of overtaking anyway if you're not going to go to speed? What is the point? I don't get these people that come out into the middle of the road. They come off a slip road. The road is clear in front of them, and yet they still pull out to the middle lane and sit in the middle lane. Here's another one. Look at this car coming up. There was no other cars ahead. It's a long way off before the car in front of him. Why is he sitting in the middle lane? By rights, I should now have to pull all the way out to the right hand side, overtake to pull all the way back into the left. What a waste of effort. Anyways, a lot of time I get this, but sometimes the road's clear all the way home. When there's the lorries that are sitting on the inside, fair enough, it can be a bit scary trying to pass a lorry, but there's no reason to be sitting there on the middle lane. Which brings me to another annoying thing that I find, totally unrelated to driving, totally unrelated, but what annoys you? What little things annoy you? I got a little something at my work, because we've been speaking about my work, it's brought it to mind. And there's a guy who wears trainers to work with no socks. Not even like trainer socks. I mean, I've discreetly had a good look at his ankles and subsequently as far into his shoe as I can see. I can't see any kind of sock. I get that sometimes you wear shoes without socks, that you sometimes wear trainers without socks, but not for an 8 or 9 hour work shift. Oh my God, your feet must be so smelly, and the bacteria that must be growing inside your shoe, it must be disgusting. Your toes must be wanting to fall off. And every time I see him, it's like, ugh. I don't know. No, you shouldn't be at work on your feet all day in trainers with no socks. It's not right. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that feels like this. I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what little things annoy you. And do you talk about, I mean, I've never said to this guy about the fact that it's weird that he doesn't wear socks with his trainers at work. Do you let people know when you see things that annoy you in that way? It's just strange things. Anyway, going back to the driving here, I'm nearly done. I'm nearly at the point where I'm going to be finishing this video, and I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being here. This is my first one. It's been very nerve-wracking making this video. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you think. And if you're liking what you see, click that subscribe button. I really want to build up my subs. Really want an audience. I'm willing to talk about anything you want to hear. You got questions, you want me to look into something, you want me to do a bit of research, I'm up for that. Got a bit of research going on at the moment for my next upcoming video. Hopefully we can get the ball rolling now. Thank you very much. Once you've done subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know you liked the video. And then maybe if you want to, you could go and click that bell button so you get notifications when I post my next video. It'd be really helpful. Thank you very much, guys. You have a good evening.